Welcome back to Raw. I followed your performance on the tour, and I've got to tell you, I was very impressed with what I saw.
You're not the only one. It was so exciting to watch you in action against all those legends. I could never get tired of watching you perform.
Thanks. You know, Eric, I was a little skeptical when you first asked me to go, but I got to admit, it was the perfect opportunity to test my skills against some all-time great WWE superstars and prove myself to Raw fans around the world.
Hey, you don't have to thank me. It was my pleasure.
I wasn't thanking you. So anyway, before I left, you promised me a title match. Now I know we've got a pay-per-view coming up in a few weeks.
Oh,
and I was thinking...
Right, your title match. Listen, I've been thinking about how overrated titles are in this business, and how a superstar your caliber doesn't need gold to prove his worth. Besides, remember that I only promised to take the matter under advisement. That was our deal. That's what you agreed to.
Listen to me very carefully, Eric. I said I'd go on that world tour if I came home to a title match. I kept my part of the deal. So if you think...
Take your hands off me right now. You've already crossed a line, and if you ever want to get anywhere near a title again, you'll let me go immediately.
Fine, Eric. Have it your way. Just remember, what goes around, comes around. Come on, Christy. Let's get the hell out of here before I do something that we're all gonna regret. This isn't over between us, Bischoff.
Tag team champions like the Hart Foundation or the Legion of Doom.
Yes, Eugene.
Or Chuck and
Yes,
Billy.
Eugene. That's right. Just like the Eugene. Now that's enough. If you're going to be a champion, you've got to start behaving like one.
Yo, am I interrupting something?
No, not at all. Young Master Eugene here was just getting a wee bit overexcited about our recent World Tag Team title victory. Isn't that right, Eugene?
Yeah, congratulations. I hear you got a title defense against Edge and Christian at Taboo Tuesday. Good luck with that.
And to you as well in your match against Christian tonight. He's more of a pillock than ever, now that he and Edge have reunited.
No kidding. Watch yourself out there tonight against Edge.
Bye-bye.
Bye, Eugene.
Like Nikolai Volkov and the Iron Sheik, Iran #1, USA Achtui.
It looks like these superstars are looking for an opening. And the first one to find one will take control of this match. He turned the tables on his opponent with that one. These superstars are beating the heck out of each other. And this... Uh-oh.
Rope break.
Talk about a hole you don't want to find yourself in. No kidding. This will rearrange your anatomy.
Rope break.
Boy, it's obvious these superstars have done their homework on each other.
They sure have, and this is one hell of an exam.
Let's hope it's not their final exam, JR. I'd love to see them go at it again.
Well, if I think the fans have their way, you'll get your wish, King.
I think I see where this one's going, JR. I don't think we're very far from the end of the match.
I disagree entirely, King. He's got his opponent locked in a submission hold.
We could see a tap out right here, JR. I talked to these superstars backstage before the match, and I don't think I've ever seen competitors so ready to get it on.
And that's coming through loud and clear here tonight in this match. They're not taking it easy on each other either.
It's been said a million times, but I'll say it again. This isn't ballet. Ruthless aggression is the name of the game. It's matches like this that make this the greatest job in the world, JR.
Absolutely, King. I wouldn't trade it for anything. I don't know how much more punishment a human body can withstand.
Or that part of it, anyway.
His opponent's down, and now he's sharing a piece of his mind.
He's gonna have to eat those words by the end of this match, JR.
Excellent counter. What ring presence. Oh, for the love of... Open your eyes, Red. I can't believe he got away with that.
Well, you might not like it, JR, but he's gonna do whatever it takes to win this one. He's really cranking up the pressure on that hold, JR.
He sure is. There's no doubt he's looking for the submission right here.
Look at that! He's busted wide open! This is great!
I don't know what's so great about watching a human being brutalized like this.
Come on, JR.
He's got his opponent in position. I think he's going for it.
No, it can't be! Not the FU! Here's the cover, JR!
Bull, looks like he's trying for a pin here.
I think I know who's going to win this match. That was like 2 7/8, JR. Boy, this John Cena is his own biggest fan. How come all of these...
A reversal. Can he capitalize on it?
1, 2. Was that 3? No? Come on.
These superstars are going to put each other through wrestling hell tonight.
They've already got a pretty good start on that, JR.
They have indeed, King. I don't think there's an ounce of quit between them.
Yeah, and that's where things get dangerous. If you're too proud to admit that it's not your night, you might wind up risking your career for a single match.
But at the same time, King, no one makes it up the ladder without pushing themselves to the very limit. It's a very fine line to walk.
Look at the fans, JR. They know what's coming next.
They sure do. And there it is. The FU. What an impact. And now a pin. This could be it.
2, 3. I think these superstars, I don't know if everyone's going to be happy about it, but that's...
is using the ropes. The ref doesn't see it. And damn it, neither does Eugene.
Eugene's completely distracted as usual, but this is one time I don't blame him.
The match is over. What's Edge trying to prove here?
Isn't it obvious, JR? Edge is trying to soften up William Regal for their tag team championship match at Taboo Tuesday.
How sharp do you have to be to take advantage of poor Eugene?
There you go, JR. He broke the hold. What are you so upset about?
Yeah, he broke the damn hold, but he might have broken Regal's back.
All's fair in love and title chases, JR.
So,
I don't know about this, William.
Please, you've got to reconsider. Eugene's uncle, Eric Bischoff, has a history of trying to crush Eugene's spirits. Eugene loves his title more than life itself, and the fact that I can't defend my half is a perfect excuse for him to strip us of our titles and hurt Eugene again.
But filling in for you as a tag team champion? That's a huge responsibility.
If you don't do this, you might as well hand the titles to those miserable toe rags, Edge and Christian. I don't know about you, but I refuse to reward those two with a championship for crippling their opponents. That'd hardly be sporting, would it?
Yeah, but...
You faced Christian last week. Tonight, it's you versus Edge. You've scouted both men, and our title defense is tomorrow night at Taboo Tuesday. You're the only one who can help us.
Okay. All right. I'll do it.
There's a top man. Thank you. Eugene, you make sure you accompany him to ringside tonight, and pay no attention to that scrubber Trish Stratus. Don't allow her to distract you from the matter at hand.
despite the injury to William Regal, the tag titles will be on the line tomorrow night at Taboo Tuesday.
That's if Regal's replacement makes it through his match tonight against Edge.
You think you know me?
I don't understand how these fans can boo Edge, JR. They've got no respect for everything he's done for them.
Oh, you're full of it, King. These fans don't give a damn about Edge because they know that Edge doesn't give a damn about them either.
How can you say that, JR?
The submission is locked in. This could be huge.
Oh my gosh, JR! You can't go long without tapping out to this. I think this one could go either way, JR. Oh man, I've been in this hole before, JR. This brings back some bad memories.
I can understand why, King. I can't even imagine the pain being inflicted here.
Rope break.
I'll tell you what, King, the WWE superstars are about the greatest athletes you'll find in any sport, period.
What do you mean, just about, JR? Can you actually think of anywhere else that you can see athletes of this caliber?
I was just going for a little humility there, King. I'm not surprised it was lost on you.
He reversed it!
It doesn't appear that Edge is getting much love from this crowd tonight, and who can blame them?
Oh boy, this is not going to be an easy hole to escape from.
It sure isn't, JR. I've been on the wrong end of that one many times. I'm so happy that we have a superstar like Edge on the Raw roster. Someone who sets goals for himself and doesn't let anything stop him from...
A textbook reversal there. My God, look at the damage that has been inflicted here.
I don't care who he thinks he is. He can't take much more of this. I wonder if SmackDown's going to have anything nearly this good next Thursday.
I think we both know the answer to that one, King. How could they compete with a match like this? He's got his opponent in position. I think he's going for it.
No, it can't be. Not the FU.
That went nowhere. He went straight for the pin.
One,
no flies on him.
3.
Well, you can't ever...
That's it. The match is over.
Everything went perfectly last week. Trish, for a moment, I thought you were actually hurt.
Hey, I'm the WWE Women's Champion. I'm tougher than I look. And if you boys stick with the plan, you'll be the World Tag Team Champions, and we'll all be wearing gold when we leave here tonight.
Yeah, now all we have to do is take that dunce Eugene out of the picture, which shouldn't be too hard. I mean, he's not exactly a rocket scientist, you know? I'd be surprised if he could lace up his own boots. And ugly. Man, the toughest part of the match will be having to look at him up close.
Hello. I'm sorry you got hurt yesterday, Trish. Are you okay?
Yes, thank you. That's very sweet, Eugene. But you don't have to apologize. It wasn't your fault.
Actually, Eugene, if anyone's got to apologize, it's me. I'm sorry I accidentally hurt William Regal 2 weeks ago. I didn't realize he tapped out. I didn't expect him to give up so easily. Guess he's not as tough as I thought he was, eh?
Yeah, but you know who should be apologizing? Your so-called friend for hitting poor Trish last night. Is that the kind of partner you want? Is that the kind of person you consider a friend, Eugene? Someone who hits girls from behind?
No.
I'd like to be your friend, Eugene. Would you like to be friends with little old me?
Yeah.
Good boy. Now, come with me. I've got something to discuss with you.
I don't believe it. How could Trish even stand to be around that Eugene? She has a heart of gold, that's for sure.
If that Jezebel has a heart, it's fool's gold, if you ask me. No good's going to come of this. I can guarantee you that.
You think you know me?
JR's not going to be happy about this one, folks. I think one of his favorites is going to get beat like the proverbial government mule.
I'm not playing favorites, King. I might have issues with certain superstars as human beings, but I respect their in-ring abilities nonetheless.
JR, you're so full of it that he's going for the cover, JR.
There aren't many superstars as diversely talented as John Cena. He's as good in the ring as he is on the microphone, and that...
I can't believe he countered that one.
I tell you, King, sometimes I get exhausted just watching these superstars compete.
I know what you mean, JR. I don't think most people appreciate what incredible athletes these WWE superstars really are.
You've got to have some excellent conditioning to be able to do what they do.
What? There's the pin!
He's a slippery devil. Looks like he's trying for a pin here.
Looks like things have quieted down here a bit, JR.
Well, to be certain, that won't last long, King.
That's for sure. I haven't seen the superstar yet who goes down without a fight. He's really cranking up the pressure on that hole, JR.
He sure is. There's no doubt he's looking for the submission right here. Oh my, he's bleeding. That's an unfortunate side effect of this very physical competition.
What? An unfortunate side effect? JR, this is what it's all about. Beating your opponent to a pulp.
I'd like to think there's a little bit more to it than that, King. These are professional athletes, not street thugs.
These superstars are beating the heck out of each other, and this crowd can't get enough of it.
It's what they paid to see, King, and they're getting their money's worth tonight.
They sure are, JR. There's no question these superstars are earning their paychecks. Watch out! He reversed it!
And there's a little something for the crowd. The best superstars never ignore their fans.
The best superstars also finish off their opponents instead of giving them time to recover.
This is Raw action at its finest. That's why Raw is the #1. Oh boy, this is not going to be an easy hole to escape from.
It sure isn't, JR. I've been on the wrong end of that one many times.
He's got his opponent in position. I think he's going for it.
No, it can't be. Not the FU.
He's got that submission hold locked in. And there it is. That's the match.
Just moments ago.
Eugene, you must understand. Edge Christian and that trollop Trish Stratus are not your friends. They're trying to confuse you and take advantage of you.
But they said they were my friends. And Trish is so pretty. She wouldn't lie.
Look, Eugene, they took your tag team title last week after they convinced you not to show up for the match.
I know. I'm sharing the titles with them. Trish said they're my friends. And we had a great party last week after they won.
They're not your friends. They've already hurt me, and they will not hesitate to hurt either of you two as well if you're not careful.
Look, I've got a no disqualification match against Christian tonight. I'm sure Edge is going to be ringside with him. Eugene, I need you to come down to the ring with me. And if you don't, they'll gang up on me. Do you understand?
Good boy, Eugene. Now you two had better get ready. I'm going to speak with your Uncle Eric about arranging a tag title rematch at Survivor Series.
Boy, I tell you, JR, Eugene's about as dumb as a bag of hammers.
I feel terrible for that poor young man. I hope someone gets through to him somehow.
I can't remember the last time I saw Super...
He's not going to get caught with that one.
This match has the potential to be an instant classic, and I think...
Excellent counter. What ring presence.
I don't know if his opponent has what it takes to kick out.
2.
Oh, man, that was almost 3, JR. I thought I'd pick the winner before the match started, JR, but now I'm having second thoughts.
Well, I'm glad to hear that, King. Usually I wonder if you've even had first thoughts. And there it goes. The submission is locked in.
Oh, my gosh. He might make his opponent tap right here.
A reversal. Can he capitalize on it?
You can look at any professional sport you want, JR, and you won't find more incredible athletes than the WWE superstars.
You're not wrong, King. They compete every week until they are physically incapable of continuing. There's no off-season in the WWE.
We're not talking about running a ball down a field or slapping a puck into a net. This is serious physical competition.
It sure is. The toughest athletes in the world are on the WWE roster, and that's a fact.
You know, JR, when I saw this match on paper, I wasn't too sure about it. But it's turned out a lot better than I thought it. I don't care how tough you are, JR. No one can take this kind of pain for long.
You're absolutely right, King. We've seen many superstars tap out to this very hole.
So come on, JR. Just between you and me, who are you pulling for in this matchup?
I'd like to see a clean victory by a superstar with a lot of heart and a lot of...
Look at the fans, JR. They know what's coming next.
They sure do. And there it is. The FU. What an impact. That went nowhere. And here's the pin.
1, 2, 3.
Oh, boy.
Well, like it or not, this one's over.
You